So hello everyone and welcome back to another video of ICP5 coding. So in this video we're going to make the second portion of our Pong game. So in the previous video I had made the Pong game's first portion where I added the elements, I added the basic movement mechanism, and it was actually, to be honest, very bad. I made a lot of errors. I was confused myself. I hope I've been able to make you understand. But in this video I have a clear-cut idea. I'm going to make the collision between the Pong and the paddle, and I'm going to add the game states. And let's vote for zero errors. So this was what I had come up with in my last video. As you can see, the Pong just starts with the velocity and it bounces off the top and bottom edges. When it moves outside the screen, it comes back to the center, and these paddles move with my keys, arrow keys, up and down and W and S. So now for now, what we need is, if you just see here, this ball is just moving in from inside the pedal. So I want to create a way so this ball actually bounces off the pedal and it moves, and it continues to move in a direction. So let's first open our, let's say, the Microsoft Word. Okay, so this is the Microsoft Word interface. Now this is the exact canvas I've exactly copied. So this is my Pong, and these are my two pedals. So let's create that condition that this Pong actually bounces off like this and it comes in this position here. Let's suppose that this Pong actually just comes, if I just move a little here, it comes in this position where it's just hitting the paddle. So I need this Pong to bounce in this direction. So let's keep it here. Now if we just talk about the actual coordinates, so this is the center coordinate, this is the coordinate of the paddle which I'm actually accessing, and this is the coordinate of the, let's say, ellipse which I'm actually accessing. So now if I need a way, so this point, so I should actually have this point of the paddle, the actual corner point, and the corner point of the ellipse, so of the Pong. So when these two corner points become same, they actually become the same point, it is supposed to bounce back. So let's figure this out. Okay, so I've created a large version of this entire setup. Let me just increase the size a bit, so you can see properly. So this is my paddle Pong system, and so I had considered, if I just talk about this, so I had got, let me increase this, I had got this point and I want this point. So even these 2 points, I want to access these 2 points. So if I just go to this and I just have it, so for this particular point, so for the first, this paddle point, so the paddle point is actually this dot x, if I consider this dot x plus this dot width by 2, and let's forget this dot for now, it's actually the same setup. So it's x plus w divided by 2, the x coordinate of this particular point. And if I consider about my ellipse, so that is actually again it's x it's actually x minus r. So this is the basic coordinates. So I want these two coordinates to be equal. So if this condition gets fulfilled, that means they are actually going to the same x position, and this is the x position. Now for the y, let's implement the y. So if I come here again, and so this point I want, okay, just wait, so if I've got, oh, this is so bad. So this point, this is a particular point, let's access this. Okay, let's do this. And why am I not able to draw? Okay, now I'll be able to draw. So okay, what's the problem? Okay, this is working. So this point, so I want to access this point, and I also want to access this point. So, and I will also have this point. So my condition will be when this particular point there, this particular point lies between this point and lies between this point, then it is colliding. So the first point here, so if I take the coordinate of this point, this is supposed to be y that is supposed, let's write it here, it should be y minus height divided by 2, and this point, this bottom point, this should be y plus height divided by 2. So, and this point will actually be the Pong's y. This will be Pong's y, so it will be y. So if this particular y point is within, if it is within those points, these 2 points, then it is colliding. So I should write that if my y is greater than this and my y is less than this, if these two conditions, this and this, so if these two conditions are satisfied, then it is colliding. So now let's implement this in our code. Okay, so I'm here. I've got the basic code which I had there for the first challenge, the first activity in here, and I'm going to add one extra function to my Pong.js. So I want to write the function as collide. The function will be collide, and I think you don't know this, but these class functions can also get an argument. They do get an argument, but they can also get an object as an argument. So I am going to give it an argument named pedal. So that will be the argument from this. Now I will have my if condition. If, so if I come to my word, so this should be my first condition. Let me just have this here. So if this, okay, so if this is the condition, so if these are equal, so I should have double equals. I need to make it equal to paddle.x. So it should be the paddles x plus the paddles. I think I had these at width and height. I guess no, I had this. So if the paddle and x, I had x and y. Yeah. So if this happens is equal to this dot x minus this dot r. So if the x is same, this is the first thing. If the x is same, then if the x is same, then I need the second condition, that is this. Let me just copy this here as well. So now I need to check if this is the case. If this is the case, and I should have the AND operator here. So if it is, and I should have greater than equal to here. It should have been greater than equal to. So if this dot y is okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, this is greater than this is greater than paddle dot y minus paddle dot h divided by 2, and this dot y is less than or equal to the paddle dot y plus paddle dot h divided by 2. So if these conditions are satisfied simultaneously, so first let's print collided. So let's do it in a simple way. Print collided. Okay, I think this is working. But now this will not work actually. So I should actually write that paddle.x is actually less than. So I should actually do this, or the better thing would be to just copy this, to put this here, and then I should actually put this operator, and I should remove this. This is becoming more logical. So now in sketch.js, if I just write pong.collide, the function name is same, the collide, and the paddle, I will give it the paddle 1, or the paddle, because that is the paddle I'm accessing in this moment. So let's give me the paddle 2, and now let's just run it. So I've got this running here, and now if I'm going to place this paddle at the top, let's just move this to the top. Okay, you can see this actually happening. Collide text, you can see it displayed in the console. This is the collided text is coming. And if I move this again, from here, it is still at 27, but if I move this, it became 30. It became 33. So this is working. If this condition is working, so now this is quite simple. So now I have just set this dot x direction. I will set this dot x direction to get multiplied by -1. This is now easy. And here I've got this already. I actually changed the code a bit. So I have this x dot velocity being multiplied by x direction as well. So now if I execute this, let's bring it closer, everybody. Will it work? Oh yes, it worked. So I should refresh it once again. Okay. Yes, it's working. It's working all right. Now let's do the same thing for this bottom paddle. Let's do the same for this. So problem now is for this paddle I've got this dot x plus this dot r is greater than equals minus. So I will have to change the sign. So for the pedal 1, the pedal which is in this position, I will have to change this to minus, and I will have to change this to plus. This is the only thing I need to do. And now, instead of pad 2, if I just set it to pad 1 and I change the x direction initially to -1, so it is going to move in this direction. Okay, there's some bit of problem, I guess. Okay. This current parallel dot x, it should be minus. Yeah, it's all right there. Parallel dot x plus parallel dot width divided by 2. So what's the problem here? Okay, when it is, so it is, okay, this should be less than. Yeah, this should be less than. This should be less than. And now it should work. I just put it above. Okay, there's a bit of problem. But it is supposed to work. Okay, it's working. There's some bit of problem there, but it's working. You can see for this pedal as well. Let me put it there. Okay, it's working all right. I'm going to check it once more. Okay, it's working. It's working perfectly. So this is done. Now I need to have a condition. I need to have a condition to tell which pedal is when. So I've planned something very interesting. So I'm going to do if, I'm going to have another if statement. If pedal dot x is less than width divided by 2, then I can easily know if this is the case. Then I can easily know, because this particular pedal is actually in the position of less than width divided by 2 in this side. So it will access this pedal if I put this curly brackets over here. Yeah, it's all right. And now I'm going to do the similar. I'm going to copy this exact if statement. I'm going to write another else if statement. Okay, what's the problem with else if? Okay, I've written it here. No, it's wrong. I should have written it here. I will have else if over here. Else if parallel dot x is greater than width divided by 2. If it is greater than width divided by 2, then do the exact same thing which you did here. Copy this, paste this, and this will change to this dot plus, this will change to greater, and this will change to minus, and this should work all right. Okay, and I need to have this here. I need to do this for same function, the same function for the pedal 2 as well. So now let us check, and in the Pong.js, I'm going to decrease the speed to a little. I changed to 6, but I'm going to make it change back to 3 so that I can play and I can check both of these. It's working this side. Let me place it here. It's working here. It's all perfect. Let me place this here. It's working. The last try from this side. It's working all good. So let me change this back to 6. Now, okay, there we go. Now you can say that this is a game in itself which you can play just like this. I am playing on just, it is actually a game all in itself, and it's actually a bit difficult at the velocity of 6, so you can just play with this, but I will make it more interesting. I will have some scores, and I will talk about the most interesting section of today's video, as a game state. Okay, so let's talk about game states. So game state basically provides you with the particular position at which your game is in, as I had said. So if the game has not yet started, this is the first condition of game states. So if it has not yet started, there will be a specific outline of the window. If the game is under process, it should have something different. And if the game is over, then it should have something different. So I will have all this, the code which I have got here, this will be arranged in different conditions. That if the game state is, suppose, 1 for the beginning, the starting, not yet started, so it should have something different code. It should, I will selectively choose some part of the code. I will remove some of the other. If it is under process, if it is going on right now, so I will have something else. So this is the way. So for now, I will have 3 game states for this. Let's have the old bullets. So the first game state will be waiting. This waiting will be represented by the number 0, which means the game has not yet started. And for this waiting condition, this actual Pong should not move. It should remain fixed. It, like if I'm refreshing it, it's directly starting to move in that direction. The players might not be ready. So it will not start. So that's the first condition in a waiting. And when I suppose start the game, I should have going on another game state. I will represent it by 1, let's say, and in that condition, all this, the move function, the collide function, and update function, and bounce edge functions will get activated. And when it is outside, so when round over, so let's say it's gone outside the screen, so I should have another setup for that. And at the last, when the game is over, when someone has won or someone has lost, so that's another condition. So I will have something like that as well. So first, let us then have a variable called let game state, and let me set it for sake at 0. So if, let's say, the if I will have an if condition straight away. If my game state is 0 equals 0, then if my game state is this, then I just want, let's just cancel this, let's just paste this here. This will be display function, cross it, put it here. This display Pong or display as well, so control X. Okay, so this is the setup. So I've excluded all the moves function, and I'm going to write another if statement, else if game state, the variable I'm going to select it from here, is equal to 1. If it is equal to 1, then I'm going to do all this. So now if we run this, it is at this position. So if I print the game state variable here, it is 0. So if I tell that game state equal to 1, okay. The problem is it is not yet displaying. So I need to have. Oh, the code went away. So the Pong dot display. I have to write this again. No, Pong dot display. Here, pad1 dot display. Yes. Pad2 dot display. It's a waste of time, I would say. Now I would copy this. I would paste this here. So now it's all right. And if I just change my game state variable to 1, it's going to start all of a sudden. The code is going to start all of a sudden. So I don't want the console to work like this. So I will create a sort of button right here. Or let's don't have a button. So I will give this condition. I will rephrase this first. Yeah. So I will have this condition. When I click on this Pong, it should start. So I will have the mouse pressed function. That's an interesting function. Function mouse press. So this function, similar to the previous one, function p pressed, will get activated whenever my mouse is pressed. So in this function, let test text. I'm going to have this test stupid variable. I want to access my mouse x, and let test y equal to mouse y position. Now, if test x is, let's say, equal to, if it is equal to pong.x, and let's have another and condition, if test y is also equal to pong.y. If this is the condition, then game state should be set to 1. It should be set to 1. Let's now run this. So I will click it exactly in the center. With test text is not defined. I have written text and I am very, very stupid. Okay, this is test text. There we go. So nothing happens when I press here and there, but if I exactly press at the center, okay, I need to get the center. Oh, this is bad. This is actually bad because, and yeah, I should not do this because in this condition I'm having to click at exactly the center. I do not want that. So if the test text is greater than, because it is greater than pong.x minus pong.r by pong.r, and I need to access the corner point for this, and test.x is less than pong.x plus pong.r, and okay, this all ends here. Okay, this and the y, same for the y. So if it is less than pong.y minus pong dot, what is the payment method? Yeah, pong.r, and four ands together, everyone. And test, they not text. Okay, evident text everywhere. Test and test. This is very stupid idea. I should directly have had the mouse by. Okay, pong.y plus pong.r, then it should happen. Let's do it. Has it happened? Display. Okay, let's do this. So test x is greater than this. Okay, first set the game set to 1. We will do that, but okay, but these are there. Just print something. Print, let's say e. I just want to check if this was worked. Okay, let's remove the if statement now. I need to figure this out some way or the other. So if I just press the mouse, okay, isn't the mouse pressed function not working? Oh, I should set the game state to 1. Okay, the game state should be 1. Let's say I click anywhere I begin. Okay, it's beginning. I press the mouse, it's beginning. Alright. So why come the Pong is not getting access? So I have got the mouse x. It is greater than equals this. The Pong.x minus Pong.x actual corner, and test.x is less than. Yeah, this is alright. Why is this? Let's do this first. Let's remove this. We'll do the mouse by later. First, let's just work with the x. So according to this, if I click, okay, it's working. It's working. I did something with the wrong with the y. So let's have control.z. Yeah. So what did I do wrong with the y? So it's all right. Test y is less than equal to pong y minus pong r. The top portion is less than. Oh, this should be greater than. Oh. Actually, if you remember, I had voted for no errors, and I've already made so many errors in this. It should be greater than, and now it is supposed to work. So, if I press, okay, now, oh, okay, I have activated this as well. I should remove this. If I press anywhere else, but not the Pong, yeah, this is working well. So just let me click the exact corner. Okay, it's working. It's perfect. This is what I wanted, and this is my game state 1. So initially it is stable. When the players are ready, click on the Pong. Game is going to start, and then you can play everything you want. So this is the first thing. The next thing is when it goes outside, I need some way. I should have a score of each player, and that score should get updated. So let's insert some texts. Okay, so I need two variables. Let score 1 and let score 2. And initially in the function set, I will set all these scores. Score 1 equal to 0 and score 2 equal to 0. There you go. And just for the sake of clarity, I have just inserted one text. This text actually displays this. Click the Pong to start, so the players can at least know what to do. And now in the function draw, all the time, this should happen all the time. The score should get displayed all the time. So let's insert another text. And let's call it the score 1. Score 1, and this should be in the paddle 1 side. So the text score 1 in the paddle 1 side. So that should be, let's say the y should be 20. So, and this text line center should be all the time. Okay, y, and I should just have the control x. There we go. And this text line center should be there all the time, and the x will be, let's say, 200. So let's do this. Will this work? Okay, we have got this here. This should be at 100. Let us do that. And this should be more towards the center. So it should be, have I got 800 as the, yeah. So it should be at 500. No, it should be at 350. I'm going to just try random values. So this is the text of this. And I should, one more thing, I should insert a line in the center. So I should draw a line there. I should draw a line at width divided by 2, starting from 0, to width divided by 2, and ending at the height. So I should have this line as well. Okay, and the stroke for the line, stroke should be 255. There we go. Now, okay, this is the line now. There we go. So you can see the line, so it is in the center, starting all the way, and the score is there, and I will have the similar text of the score copy, and I have a similar score text here, score 2, and it should be at 550, and let's say at, okay, it should be at 450 here. So we have got these two scores. Now let's say in the Pong I have this, okay, in the I have in the display function and in the update function. The update function, if this is happening, if it is going outside, so I will not put it in a separate function. This is to just update the scores. So reset will be a separate function. So just control plus x this and paste this here. So if this is happening, I will have a separate function for this. This reset will be set here. This will be a separate function. Pong.reset. Pong.reset function will be here. And in the reset function, I want to do one more thing. So if I need to place these separately, I guess. Okay, this way. Okay, so if it is exceeding the width, let me just cancel this. If it is exceeding the width, then I will give it, okay, then the score 1 will go up by 1, and I will have a separate else if statement. In the else if statement, I will have this, the opposite, the other side condition, and in this case also, I will just cancel this, control X, and okay, not control X, plus, and here I'll paste this again. In this case, the score 2 should get up by 1. So will this work? Let me just click on start. Okay, it's increasing all the way around. So this player is moving. Okay, now it is happening the other way around. You can see that it's happening the other way around, and if that player manages to hit the Pong, this player manages, okay, I need a failure. Okay, now you can see that score increase. So the score is working as well, and I think there's a function called text size. So I should just increase the text size to 32, so I can see everything more clearly. This click Pong to start stuff should be more towards this. It's 50. Okay, so this is done. So now I have the exact Pong game mechanism. Okay, I will click the Pong here. Okay, now this is actually a complete game in itself. So I will keep it here. And I will just advise you. So that's an activity or a task I'm going to give you as a homework or something. So I will like to give you that as a homework or something, that you have an end condition. I've given you, if I just go to my code, I've given it 2 game states, which is initially, if I go to my word, it is going on, round over, waiting. So these are the 2 things. And one more thing. So I should set in the reset. I will do one last thing, everyone. So in the reset, I could say that the game state, let's say the game state gets changed to 0 again. So what will happen? So now I'm clicking the Pong there, here, click the Pong. Okay, reset function should get, so I should remove this. So every time this should happen here, and it should happen here, not every time. And if I click on this, okay, we're heading towards this same. So we have got this click Pong to start. So every time you go out, again you have a time to just reset, plan, think, and start the game again. So you have got this facility as well. So now this player, this player should go above. It should go the same thing. So this is the basic setup I will provide to this video. You could add an end condition that if anyone scores more than 5, the game will be over and that player will win. So you could add some conditions. You could just design this. You could just add different colors for the Pong. But this is the basic game which I would end with. And now you could add your own varieties to this. So thanks for watching, everyone.